always wanted to be a nurse. However, circumstances in my life led me to a career in insurance. I was 36 years old and a manager at an insurance office. When one summer in 2010, after opening my office, getting my coffee, two men walked in and pointed a gun at me. I was terrified. They asked for the money and they ordered me to the ground. All I could think about was how could I try to keep myself from getting killed and at the same time asking God to protect me. It's moments like those that remind you how important God is in our lives. It's moments like those that have taught me that my spiritual relationship with God is more important than being religious. Today, I would like to tell you why spirituality is more important than being religious to me. And while this may not make me a true Christian to some, I'm okay with it. Let me tell you how religion was introduced to me. I grew up in a single-parent home and was introduced to religion from my mom, but mainly in school. From kindergarten to 3rd grade, I attended community Christian school, where the Bible was part of the curriculum. We had plays and read stories about the Bible, and during those years, when we were punished, it was led with scripture. I don't remember going to church regularly, and I don't even remember praying much outside of my home. This is when I was transferred to public school, and any religious experiences I did have faded quickly. My childhood experience with religion was educational at best. That didn't create a great amount of hope in my spirituality going into adolescence, but it was a period of enlightenment for my journey. During my adolescence, I was sent to El Salvador for my misbehavior. It was there I discovered how divided my family was over religion. Most of my extended family members are Catholic. I found out my grandmother converted from Catholicism to an extremely conservative form of Christianity. She became a Pentecostal Christian. This during a time when Catholicism was the gold standard in Latin America. My grandparents were born to perfectly conservative, respectable Catholic families. So my grandmother was quickly disowned by her father. He never spoke to her again, not even on his deathbed. I found this sad and cruel, and at that point in my life, I didn't understand it. Throughout my adolescence, I bounced from Catholic churches to non-Catholic churches. I was baptized a Catholic and enjoyed the traditions and rituals in the Catholic Church. I could go to non-Catholic churches, and I would go to non-Catholic churches with friends as well. All in all, I gravitated to the Catholic Church. I knew I believed in God and felt I could connect with God at any one of these churches. That's when I began to feel that spirituality was not connected to being religious. I did, and I still do, identify being a Christian. And I know and understand that when I pray, it's in Jesus' name. That and many other experiences during my adolescence and early adulthood has led me to the place where I am now. During my adulthood, I have learned to build my personal relationship through speaking to God directly. When I met my spouse, he and his family were Catholics, and it was an easy fit and brought what I thought was the issue of religion to an end. I did confirmation, communion, and we were married in a traditional Catholic ceremony. We baptized the children and then sent them to catechism. I felt I was doing the right thing. but we went to church less and less. In the latter part of my marriage, I found myself feeling alone and depressed over serious marital issues. I got to the point where I couldn't get out of bed. The only thing I could do was pray. I prayed for God to save me and protect me from what I was doing to myself. The next day, I felt like the hand of God had reached into the ditch I was in and pulled me out of my depression. The Lord has never let me down. The Lord has never failed me. And I wake up every morning with a sense of gratitude. In conclusion, I have found through my experiences that my spirituality and relationship with God is not defined by religiousness or a certain denomination, but more in the actual faith I have in the Lord and confidence I have in the Lord. I am grateful for every day. I'm not fearful or anxious about the future because of my spiritual relationship I